Feeling better and living life to the fullest is what Discover Health and Wellness goal is. Dr. Kevin Laszlo is from Discover Health and Wellness, and he is a best-selling author and clinic director for their 7 Denver metro locations. Discover Health and Wellness is now one of the largest groups of health and wellness centers here in Colorado. That must mean, wow, they're getting results. They specialize in healthy health care utilizing chiropractic massage and toxicity cleansing. Joining Dr. Laszlo today is also Dr. Brandon Teets and also Debbie. She's a patient at Discover Health and Wellness. Nice to see all of you.
Nice to see you.
Now, Dr. Laszlo, before we meet your other guests, just talk a little bit about what your 7 different metro locations offer.
We offer a better life. We offer a different approach to healthy healthcare. We offer a new beginning, a different approach. We're just so passionate for our patients that we want to help them get well. That's what we offer.
I love having you on the show because you're always grinning. You're always so happy. You love what you do.
Yes.
Oh, introduce me to your guests here today.
Yes, this is one of our fabulous caring doctors, Dr. Brandon Teets, and his very special guest, Debbie.
All right, so Dr. Teets, we have seen Dr. Laszlo's passion for helping others, but you have that same conviction, what I understand. Dr. Laszlo has talked wonderful things about you. Tell me about the energy and why you're so excited about making a difference.
Well, the differences that we make are just phenomenal. You're going to hear that in just a moment. I have the same passion that Dr. Laszlo has. Chiropractic has changed my life since I was 16 years old. And we get to see those changes every day in my office. So, you know, before we actually introduce Debbie, I wanted to give you a little bit of a background of how she actually came about to be a patient in our office. Her daughter-in-law and her son actually came in first. Her daughter-in-law was having some issues with low back pain where she had injections. Those weren't really working. She got some great relief in our office so far. And her son has actually been great at not only just getting out of pain, but he was taking Nexium for some issues with acid reflux where he's taken 1 to 2 every day. Now he's down to 1 to 2 every month.
Wow.
So when we met Debbie, who came in about a month later, she was in some pretty intense pain because of fibromyalgia. And after just a couple of visits, she was easily 75 to 80% better, and she let me know that she had stopped on her own. She decided to stop taking Cymbalta.
Is that true, Debbie?
Yes.
So you're feeling much, much better.
Much, much better.
Wow. And tell me a little bit about other healthcare options maybe that you've tried before visiting Dr. Teets and what a difference it's made in your life.
Well, I'd gone to a specialist and was diagnosed, and they gave me the medication, and it worked to a point, but I wasn't satisfied with that. So when my son and daughter-in-law talked about Dr. Teets, I decided I was going to go find out and see if I could get extra help.
Okay, and were you feeling like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to give it one last shot?
Yeah, because I was miserable. I mean, my life, I just wasn't happy with how it was going and didn't feel good, wasn't able to do a lot of the activities I wanted to do, so I was willing to try something else.
And describe those activities that you're able to do now.
Well, I have a 2.5-year-old granddaughter that when I used to pick her up was just excruciating pain, and now we can laugh, fun, run around, and
That's cool.
do all the fun things we should be able to do. So I've been able to do that, and I have a lot more stamina, strength. I'm not as tired.
So you're enjoying life.
I'm enjoying life.
You're enjoying your grandbabies like you should.
Something I thought I'd never be able to do again.
That's really cool. Now, I mean, I could have the doctors say this, but I'd rather it come from you, the patient who's really realized life again and how it should be. If somebody's watching at home and they're thinking, I've been going through the same thing that Debbie's gone through, what would you tell them? Why should they reach out?
I would tell them to try it. It's worth it. I mean, it changed my life so totally. I can't even imagine what my life would be like if I hadn't gone there. It's I'm just so much. I just love it. It was just been a great opportunity for me.
Good for you, and thank you for sharing on the show too today. Dr. Laszlo, we have a video here. I want you just to talk about some of the facts about prescriptions.
Yeah, you know, the average American is literally on 3 to 5 medications per year. The average patient over 65 is on 11 to 14. So that means if we follow this regular medical model of taking drugs for symptoms, we get to quadruple our medication by the time we're 65. There is a better way. And Debbie, your story is just so inspiring. There is hope. There is a difference.
It's catching on.
Yes.
You feel it, right?
Yes.
It's catching on. And your other offices, do they offer the same thing?
Absolutely. I can assure you all of our doctors are just as passionate and genuine as Dr. Teets is. we've been serving the Denver metro community since 1999. We've been around for a while.
Yeah.
And we get results. So just like Debbie, we have hundreds of patient testimonials. But I do want to tell you, we're not a wellness center that thinks we can cure everything. That's just not realistic. We're also not a wellness center that will take you off of your medication. Very important. That's between the patients and their medical doctor.
Right.
We do have a medical doctor as in our group that can help, but we want to be clear that we are about natural health care first.
And you want to help them live a better life like Debbie.